journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. The low today in the Treasury bonds, as expected, 382, as expected, right there. You got a strong trend. Watch for that. There it was this morning, stopping right there. It's moved up almost $700 so far. So watch those, folks, because when they happen, these strong trending markets, that 382 will lead you to the promised land. Now let's talk about Nvidia. It's on CNBC. It's also on Bloomberg, about they're back in control of the bull market. Now, I don't know what chart service they're using, but folks, this stock, this is when we had all the great news, and you can see it had a big break, and all we've been able to do for the last 2 days is just barely, I don't even think it's made a 382 of the of that high. Let's just double check right here. Hold on, right, see, there's our high right here, and our high today was there's your 382 where it's trading right now, 181.17. Now, I don't think that's a bull market, but the people at Bloomberg and CNBC certainly think they are. So I am not going to be one to be telling them about anything, okay? All right, let's move over here, and we want to talk about the stock market. I know everybody's asking me about it, but first of all, I'm just going to give you my 2 cents worth. All right, now this is going to be this is the E-mini S&P. Now you can see we're already above the number. See, my number was at 48.17. We're at 48.42 right now. We're above the 786 of that high right here. And if you go back and look at it from the high that we made back on October the 28th, when the big day was bad, you'll see that would come in right there at 48.59. Now, we've had one heck of a run here, folks. I have one here that I haven't even checked. Let's just double check this out here for a second. I didn't check this one because this would take us even higher probably. Yeah, let's make a sing here. How close did we come? Yeah, that'd be really big. All right, let me see what that pullback was. I can tell you it looks like it was 382, but let me double check. No, it was not. No, you can see it misses it by quite a bit. Anyway, this is where I suggested I was using the NASDAQ. Let me get it up here because that's the one I did all that work on, and maybe it's all for naught, and it certainly could be, but here's where we are. There's the hold on just a second. There it is for today. All right, that's what we were looking for today, that number right here. And it's just made a new low here. I wanted to show you this because this was important this morning to tell us that the market was going to rally strongly, because here is the price that we were looking at. There's your 382 in the NASDAQ. Okay, now it rallied right to there. Okay, that's exactly where it should have stopped at 25380, and we just made a new low right here just now. We just made a new low. And I don't know whether that means anything or not. I don't know. All I'm saying is that this is a big number, and, well, it's not for me to say. It's not for me to do. Hold on just a second here. Get up here. And couple questions about folks here at the old Pueblo have asked me about the crude oil market, and I'll try to cover that in just a little bit. We had a nice run here in crude oil here this morning. As you can see here, there's where the early morning was. There's where the high came in. You can see we've been coming down. We should be coming down to a low here pretty soon. See, once you break the 382 here, folks, 382 of the whole day, that tells you that the whole thing's changed. That's the best way for determining trend on a short-term basis that I've ever found. And then you can see here the rally back is going to come right about to the exact 382. I know these are short-term. Now, it doesn't even make a No, it doesn't even come close to a 382 on this one, but that usually tells you that the market is breaking, and now we're starting to accelerate to the downside. But that completed, if you'll like ABCD, you had your A leg here, your B leg there, your CD leg right there, and that should have completed at 24, but it got to 23. And that's mainly because this is such a really strong trending move. So let's just move that out by 1.27, and that'll get us to the promised land most probably. And then we'll take a look at that. And we had 58.38, and the high was 58.43. Okay, love these numbers. Anyway, we'll get these out of the way here and see what we've got moving on. Okay, get back here, 1 second here. Now, what I've got to do, I have some things that I'm taking care of here. So I have this on my limit minder. I wanted to see if it made a new low on this run here over the last couple hours. You see, everybody that bought it over the last couple hours is now, not couple hours, well, how much is this? Yeah, last 2 hours has now lost some money. So I just wanted to know that. That's why that beeper is sitting there. The more I want to know that, it's because as you get late in the day, things can change, and that's what we're watching for. But we've got some big moves in some of these things, folks. Take a look at the Dow Jones. I mean, anybody would have thought the Dow Jones, after being down 2,800 points, from here to there is 2,800 points, and there's your 61% retracement right here. And boy, there is very little here as far as price objectives, because even taking this last one right, well, you can't even do that because that's part of this one right here. It's gone way past anything that should have been here. It should have stopped right here. And look, and yet here we are. Okay. Now, I don't know, but this is exactly what I wanted to happen, but it's a little more than I wanted to. I wanted it to come to about here, maybe right there. But these last 2 days have shaken my confidence in this, but it's still there. The number of days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like I thought was going to happen. My problem was, and this was what really bad is, there was such a bullish pattern for the NASDAQ down there at the bottom. I mean, my God, that's mother God and country. Let's do that 4 hour. I remind myself, El Fuego. There it is right there. Look at a beautiful ABCD there. Just perfectly, well, there's more than one, but there's this one right here. And all you have to do to see this because of the extension is move that to 1.27, and it'll tell you exactly where the bottom was. And you'll see now here's where we are right now. We're having a 6-day rally. 24, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There we are right here, 6 days. What happened in 1929? 6 days. Keeps me angry, keeps me in the game. That's all I'm looking at. This is still a downtrend as near as I can tell. But boy, folks, I'm getting so much heat. I just wonder and say, what am I doing this for, Bubba? Well, it's the reason why is I love it, and I like the criticism. I really do. So send those cards and letters in with your $5 bill, and we'll see what happens. Going back to the old days, remember back here on October 24th, I forget what happened. Something happened, something spectacular. This was a Friday. Okay, and it gapped up that day, and then it went up 2 days later to top on October the 28th, which is the day that the Dow had the worst breath reading that it had ever had. There were 500 issues in the S&P, 380 were down, 105 were up, and 15 were unchanged. And yet the market still closed positive because of those 15 stocks that were up, okay? That's why we're watching these things so doggone closely. All right, let's move on over here and we'll see what we got. A couple of questions. We'll be right back. We got a question about the cattle market. We'll be right back here. See where we are.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, I want to go over the cattle market because something happened that doesn't happen very often, and that is it went limit down. You can see here it dropped 8 cents in one day. That means there was no trading at all. Okay, the next day it actually opened higher because there was no selling at that point, and then it went down another couple of points. Here's where we are today. We've gapped up. We almost left an island, but not quite. So that means we're in the process of seeing the market rally a little bit. The story behind this is, let's look at something, folks, because you're going to see it once, you're going to see it again. This is the daily chart in cattle. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. You see that, how it gave up everything? Let's get this out of the way. This is what you have to be looking for. Now you see the 3 drive to a bottom pattern, the little 4-day rally. See, what we're seeing now in the Dow Jones is a 6-day rally. I know it's gotten a little out of control and it's probably going to go higher. That's certainly a possibility, but that's what I assume is happening. And you can see here, this was a 382, this was a 382, this was a 382. You came down here to your 1.618 expansion right in here, and now you're probably, there was your limit down day right there, 207. Okay, so you're starting to get a little bit of a rally. So markets, all the markets always do the same thing. Straight up, straight down, it don't make any difference. They'll always act the same because it's all the same people, folks. You know, the butchers, the bakers, the candlestick makers, they're all the same people. So that's why we're watching these things unfold as they move. And that's my opinion. But and you want to know for sure that it's this. I can prove it to you right now. Let me just get up here. Let's get this chart. This is Bitcoin the other day. Okay, there's Bitcoin made its bottom here. Then it came right to a 382 there on the 24th. Okay, now this is the 26th. There's a 20. See, there's your right there was a 24th, and we've been going higher ever since. You see, that's been a real tip-off that that's what's happening. Is Bitcoin bullish? Oh, brother, tell me something you don't know. Anyway, this has got some bearishness in it. It's just absolutely horrible. Let me move this over. What you want to be watching, folks, in the next day or two, let's get rid of this. And hold on a second, and we'll see where we are. We'll put our fib point up here. This, I don't care for this program, but that's the only one I can use to do this. There's your high, and you want to watch the 382 coming in here, right there. That's your 382 should be coming in right at that point, which is 91,075. That means up another 700 points in Bitcoin should be it, and then it should start down some more. That's my guess. Okay, let's move on here. Sorry, hold on, folks. I'll get this out of the way here. All right, now let's see what's going on with the other stuff. I've got to do 2 or 3 things. Now here's, don't ever give your kids a drone for Christmas, folks. Anyway, here is the Russell, and this had a heck of a rally. As you can see here, we've exceeded anything that I could see here in the Russell. Blow this up, you'll be able to see it here. This was our high, was made back here in October the 28th. Okay, we followed down nicely, had some nice 382s, caught that whole move. And where did it stop? Let's just take a look at it, Larry. AB equals what? CD. Whoa, that is wrong. I can tell you there's something wrong with that CD leg. Hold on. It's not set right. That's the problem. It's set at something else. It's set at 127. Why, I don't know. Let me get this up there. That somebody's been messing with my computer. Not probably me, because nobody else does anything. And I'm going to put that default in it. And there you see, there was your low in your Russell right there. And we've had this humongous rally that I didn't say, why didn't you buy it? You know, didn't even give you a chance to buy it. This was straight up. That's probably indicative of a short covering rally. So you don't even make a 382 rally here. Okay, now if you extend the ABCD by 1.27, now why does it say 107? What are they doing to me? This is not right. Oh, dear. It should measure to 2490. And the high today has been 24.95. We're trading at 24.94 right now. So that should be just about it for the Russell, if that's the case. And won't know that for a while or not. And my left-hand side here, I'm watching the Bloomberg just to see the Dow Jones moving and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that things were still copacetic. We want to take a look at the soybean market, folks, because it's getting a lot of play from China and U.S. We want to see, we've had some nice moves in that recently, so we'll put up January soybeans right now. And they're rallying up a bit, as we would hope. Let's get here. This is where we are here the last couple of days. Well, you can see we've had some higher bottoms in here along the way. That's really what let's clean out these here, see where we were. We had that big high up here. Remember that was a sell point. Remember that from the hourly chart. Now what we're doing, and I think we're there right now, you go from your low to your high and say it goodbye. And there's your 382. Just hit it just a little while ago at 1135. And it also makes a smaller ABCD inside here. So there's a great place. A great place to go short was there at 1135. Not too bad. All right. And there's an ABCD taking you right to that same level right there. And there's where you want to be watching. And there it is. So that's what these numbers are doing. They're giving us a little idea for risk control, profitable trades, and stuff like that. That's it. So we get this out of the way. Now we want to take a look at the wheat market. Al, I don't know if they can hear that drone out there. It's actually a model airplane. Hold on. Now here's the wheat. Here's the wheat on a bigger basis, okay? Oh, God. Sorry about that. All right, here's our high right here. There's our 382 comes in. A little above, well, we're above the 382 on this one. It went above it. And there's also an ABCD there also. So this looks a little better, but really not very much. In fact, it's drawn wrong. Let's try to draw it right. Draw it right, Larry. There's the high. You got to hit the right on the money, honey. And it's not on the money, honey. So let's do it right. The problem with these things is they have to hit that exact high. So I have to fudge it a little bit. So there's your 382 is right there, pretty much where we're trading right now. And there's an ABCD over the last few days, bringing you right to the promised land, I think. Let's just double check. Oh, why do they do that to me? Now I'm in trouble. Hold on. Now I'm in big trouble. What do I do next? All right, let me try this. Okay, I got to go layout. I got to go to my chart. Oh, I don't know what happened. Now they've blocked me out. Oh, shut the front door and raise the rent. Oh, no, 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 no. Now they've really done it to me, Al. Oh, dear God in heaven. Oh, I'm going to have to reboot this whole thing. Let's get back here and talk about something we've done in the past, okay? Let's take a look here, because you're going to need this in the future, folks. This is Bitcoin, all right? Now, I want you to do something for me, because this will happen again. Let me get this up to the full screen. There we go. All right, let's pretend this is the stock market, okay? Because this is what you're going to see pretty soon, okay? Now, this is over a 12-day period. You want to watch these 382 retracements, folks, because they happen over and over again, and those are your easy trades. Watch for the 382 retracements. Watch for the 382 retracement, 382 retracement, 382 retracement. The bigger they are, the more important they are. 382 retracement right here. So that's what we want to be watching. Just remember, we'll keep that. I'm keeping that there to remind everybody, well, it's starting now. And this is the 26th of November, so we'll find out if it's going to be working that way or not. Now I don't know how to get out of this. Yes, that's the one way of doing it. And let's see if I can get my ensign up again, which I...
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, unfortunately, I'm having all kinds of problems. As you can see now, we just triggered the sell in the gold. That was your sell to go short, and then your stop would be above 42.04 if that's the case. Now, that's mainly what we were doing. We were just watching what the AI was telling us it was going to do. Hold on a second. And you see, once we went below there, that tells you that it started down, and so we're seeing how far it'll work. That's what I'm trying to look at as I do these things here each day. And it's beeping like heck, so let me turn this off so we move on to something else. Al, let me ask you a question. Can you hear all that noise out there, Al? Let me ask you that, because it's unbelievable to me, but most people say that we can't. So hold on just a second. Asking, no noise. God, that's great. That's what they have some really neat little kids here, they're grandkids, and these are people that traded with me from Drexel days, oh my God, many years ago. We're pretty much the same age, and their grandkids are here, and they've got these little model airplanes, and I mean, they are really high-tech things, and that's what that noise is out there, but evidently you can't hear it, so that's good. I certainly can. All right, let's move on here and see what else we're watching here this morning. The key one for me is this one right here. This is the NASDAQ one, because let's get this up on the bigger breaks here, because this was basically an inverted trade today. You can see the low here. This was actually making a low. So what I do, the program will automatically just turn around and flip it over, because it'll either be doing one or the other, a mirror image or the other one we're looking at. So let me hit the inverted one, and you'll see that there was the low, and this was also the exact 382 that we pointed out going back for quite a ways ago. I think I showed you that. I showed you that pattern from on the other side of the, because I thought it was important to talk about that. And there it was right there. That was the one we were talking about when it was supposed to turn and inverted at that time. So here's where we are with it now. Hopefully it'll be right here when I hit this coming back. There it is. Okay, that's the NQ. Now the NQ made the number that we wanted to hit. The others have gone way above it, but not the NQ. And we'll do this if we do that long hourly chart that we were watching. Okay, there was our number, which was 25,636, and the high has been 25,369. And now you see it's a little bit selling off a little bit. Even the S&P is selling off a little bit. So maybe this is the day that we're looking at. All I know is it's 6 days up. I didn't think it was going to be this. Well, you can imagine that. That's this, folks. It's not the money. It's not the money lost, because we were saying it's going to get a nice little rally. We tried this one here. This one worked for a couple hours, but we knew there was going to be a 3 to 5 day 6 rally. Here it is, right here, the 6th day. But if you stayed short during all that whole time, I feel sorry for you, because that doesn't always work that way. And so this is what we're watching. This should be it, based on what happened in 1929. And I know not many people. Now you got to hear that. I mean, there's no way you cannot hear that. That's 6 days up, folks. Al, if you can't hear that guy's in my front room. Well, that's the gardener. That's not the plane. That's not the airplanes. There it is. And this is 6 days up. Okay. This was October. This was the 28th right here. Those next 10 days, this is what the market did. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do that, because I'm basing it on what the Bradley said. Now, Bradley says it's going to be topping on November 12th and it's not going to bottom until January. I posted that in every newsletter that we write every week, and that's what I have to go by. Now it's starting to do. This is the 6th day. Whether it's going to mean anything or not, I don't know, but we're certainly going to try, aren't we? All right, let's move back here and get something else out of the way. Hold on a second. I think that's about it where we are here. So, wow, the gold's breaking real hard, folks. So you made a couple of bucks on this one. So make sure that you thank the old treasurer. And now what you would do now is you'd put your stop at break even here so that you wouldn't take any risk at all. because it's already broken down another $10. So I'd raise your stop here to 41.99, and that way you wouldn't lose anything on that. See, okay, that's really what I want to try to do. Now let's switch over here. There's so much going on right now with the little sell-off in the market. I want to follow that because I'm involved. Hold on one second here. There's where we are here. Same thing with the S&P. You see, it had an inverted. It was inverted at that time. So what we'll do is we'll see where we were at that time. Hit this, just change it over. What this does, folks, it finds vibrations in, there you go. Get this out of the way. It finds the vibration in the market because that's all the market ever does is go up and down. See, there was your low coming in right about here, okay? And then you had this tremendous run up, and then it's supposed to turn down right about here. And you see, that's what's been happening so far. It's turning down a little bit. Whether it means much or not, I don't know, but we're going to keep an eye on it, aren't we? All right. Okay, now we've got the soybeans up here on the AI, so let me double check, see how they did today, because I haven't, they didn't do too bad. Now, here was the low coming in. All right, now here the high came in, you see, but it didn't stop going up, so there's one that you would have probably had trouble. But looking at this on a short-term basis, short-term Shirley, that's my nickname. This is a 2-minute chart, okay? Watch for the retracements. You have a strong move up. The first thing you want to watch for is a 382 retracement. And this one comes within 1 penny of the exact 382. And where does it measure to? Right there to that high, 11,350. You think these guys on Wall Street don't know these numbers? Hell, I don't know them. Anyway, they can see now that that's what's happening. So that's it. All right, let's get on here. Someone asked a question about Tesla. Thank God someone's asking a question about Tesla. And give us a little something to do here besides look at some of these other things that we're watching. All right, put the hourly chart on Tesla. It should be up today. It is up today. We're moving pretty good to the upside. Let's take a look at it right now. This is a 60-minute chart. Now we have another question to ask. When the market's really strong like that, what should you look for? Okay, Johnny, hold up the placard. Yep, you're right. 0.382. Market right. Whoops, I got to do the thing the right way. I got to get this one here. Click that on. Move that up. And there's your 382 exactly right there on the low of the day. And you can see it's taken off. Probably had a nice little 382 here. Intraday yesterday, too, would be my guess. But that's too small to even figure, but that's what we're watching here with Tesla here this morning. Okay? All right, now someone has a question about Apple. Well, we got some stock people coming into the room. That's good. We've got to take a break here, and we'll be right back with Apple.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, this is a stock of Apple. Here again, you can see here the nice little pullback right at the exact 382. And of course, if you measured that, it would take you up into this area. This has been a really strong stock. Folks, I want to show you something just from a historical perspective here that I think means quite a bit. Let me get up here. And I believe it is in this one right here. I hope it is anyway. Well, there it is right there. I'm going to get this one right here. Okay, here is why this is so important. I started with the folks at 2007. Okay, now this is the move on the way down. This was after the real estate bubble thing, and these were the 382s. These are weeklies, folks. These are weekly numbers. Okay, now here's that 3 drive to a bottom on March the 5th. All right, and I said it would be really great. You see this? Now this is hindsight. Okay, this is July. I'm in Clearwater visiting Tom and Tommy. Tommy was living someplace. I was visiting Tom. We spent 2 weeks there on his beautiful condo up, beautiful, what do you call it, thing at the very top. It was a mind-boggling. Stopped exactly at 382. I didn't know this at the time. All I was looking at was this pattern right here. That was a really strong buy. Plus the Bradley model was turning up at that time. Now watch these numbers. This is going into the next years. I didn't understand the 382, folks, until 9 years later. I mean, I've been watching it every day for 40 years. I didn't know the importance of it. There's the 786. Now it's interesting now, and I hadn't did this, but if you'd have done this low to this high, you want to guess what that is, boys and girls? Yes, you're right. It's 382. 382, 618, and the rest of this 382 has been going up for God knows how long. So that's why it's so important to pay attention to that. And I'm spending more time every day just looking at why it's doing what it's doing. So let's get up here. I noticed that the Dow sold off a little bit, sold off 100 points. Wow, that's quite a bit. I wonder why that happened. Okay, let's get out of the way here with Tesla. And we have another question. Oh, just a second. Oh, the questions are coming in right now. This is Broadcom. Okay, now this market is really strong today. This made a new high, and you can see there's the high. All the news came out. I don't know exactly what it was. What do you think this might have been, folks, yesterday? Let's take a guess. Oh, I wonder if that would help you in your trading. Well, I know it's only a $396 stock, and it told you to buy it at $371. That's not so bad. Anyway, but they don't always work, just got to find the ones that work. What we've done now in Broadcom is we just made a slightly higher high. I don't think this is actually a very bullish one or not. So let's just move this out of the way, and you'll see that you go from here. Oh, shucks. All right, bear with me here a second, boys and girls. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to draw this in to let you see what it looks like from an ABCD standpoint. There's your ABCD right here. It hasn't gone any higher, so that's not good. Now, if this is 1.618 of this number right here, then I would say, I put it in right there, the 1.618 is higher yet, so it still could get up another few points up here to 403, but that should be it on the Broadcom if that's what we're paying attention to. All right, boys and girls, let's look and see what we got here. Another question coming in from our friends in the Oklahoma area. We'll get the price of natural gas up here. Haven't looked at natural gas all day, folks, so bear with me. It's going to be new to me like it is to you if I can just find the ends. Oh, boy. There, at least the noise has stopped. Thank God. Here's natural gas. This is a really good trading thing, folks. This thing really rocks and rolls with good margin and everything. And, there's a good one today. All right. Here's natural gas over the last few days. And you can see here, we had some nice ABCD action right there. We'll just draw that in and see how well it did. There's AB equals CD. Oh, would that have been helpful yesterday or a couple days ago? Then the market comes down. It looks like it stopped right at the 786 retracement on the way down, just shy of it. All right. And then the rally up today should be just about 618. We'll put that over there. Write that. 618, right on the money. Now, just for fun, what we'll do is we'll switch this over to a 2-minute, and we'll see what the AI was going to tell us today. So this is all new to me, and I'll just come up here and bring it up, see what we've got. And there, it didn't do too bad. The low was in here. The high came in pretty good, and then since that time, not doing so good. That's why when it breaks those numbers, folks, that's tell you it's not following what it should be doing, and that's why the key level is so very, very important. All right, that's my 2 cents worth. Let's get this out of the way here, and this out of the way. We got one other stock, and then we'll move on to another commodity that somebody's asked us. This is gasoline. Gasoline prices have really been dropping, folks. They've really been getting whacked here, as you can see here. There's what's been going down. You remember that chart we had on Bitcoin about the 382s? Take a look at this. Do the same. Like 20 says, defy human nature. Do the work yourself. Strong trending market. All right? Strong trending market. Okay, now just do the 382. There it is right there. Let's just do it just for kicks and giggles, just to get some interest in it, okay? Bada bing, bada boom, right there. Okay, then it makes a new low. We got another one right here off of this high right there. What does it do? Well, this makes 50%, but actually the difference is only 1 point, so that's pretty good. Now we're having one right now. As you can see, we've got a little ABCD action coming in here. And there is the ABCD. We'll just draw that in right now, and we'll see where we are. There's your XABCD. 382 should come in. Oh, you got to go this way. I got to go up this way. 382 should be, that was just a little while ago at 182. That's 182.5. Well, that's not a bad idea if you wanted to sell that against a 382. You know what? Let me double check that. Yeah, that's right. That is 382. There's the high. There, let's just do it again just for kicks and giggles, okay? There's your high right here. Your 382 is coming in right there. That's what it should have hit, 382.70, and that's what it looks like anyway. All right, then we got one more. Then we got a final break coming up before the big thing. We have one other stock to look at, and that is Target. TGT, I don't know when. Hold on, we'll get Target. That's been hit pretty hard, as I recall, because the earnings were bad or something, but it's bouncing back today. This is the hourly chart on target. Let's look at it. Well, you can see on the hourly, you made a nice ABCD yesterday or day before yesterday. Well, actually, you got to take this one because this is lower than that one. This one's lower, and this higher than that. So you have to use this as your ABCD, and that'll get you right to where you want to be. And the low was 83.18. What a big surprise! And I wonder what today's high is. Let's try it. Maybe it'll work. I'm not making this up, folks. Someone asked to see target, and this is it. And where is it at? 382. I would be looking to sell target today to see if there's going to be a down day tomorrow, but who knows? All right, let's get that out of the way and get this out of the way. We have one more stock. Oh, we got a break coming up, I think. Let me double check how much time I got. 32 seconds. Boy, that's enough for two starts. Let's go look at UPS. I love UPS. They're a good company. They're not doing too well.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, this is the gold market. We were talking about going short there at 199. You see the support that came in here exactly at 382, tested it twice. That tells you that's really strong in here. You don't want this to go to a loss, folks. So you put your stop at break even of $41.99. That's only $2 away. If we'd been following this real closely, that would have been your first profit objective, because hit it once, hit it twice. So that's it. But keep your stop if you happen to be in this $41.99. It's not how much money you make. It's how much money you don't lose. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to do something really special tomorrow in honor of my good friend, Mark Douglas, what we used to do every year. And that is, we feed the homeless. So we're going to be working at the Mission, and I'm going to be cooking turkeys the Italian way. And that is, I shouldn't. I guess I should. The way you do it is you cut the turkey put little pads of butter and garlic on all over the turkey, and then you baste it, and then you cook it. And then when you take it out and slice it, you take a strainer and take all that juice from the turkey with the garlic and the butter, and then you lay it into a casserole. And then you cook it again for about another 35 minutes before you service. And it is not dry turkey, folks. It melts in your mouth. And boy, it's a beauty. But Mark and I did that for 9 years there in Tucson and Scottsdale. We enjoyed it very much. This is going to end up being a break-even trade, but that's the way it works out. So I want everybody to have a wonderful holiday and try to help the homeless or whatever you can, because it's not easy out there for folks, including you, including me. All right? So live every day in an attitude of gratitude and a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on Friday, live trading day. Don't want to miss that one. Folks, this is 6 days. Today's the 6th day, so we're going to find out if it's right or not. So keep in mind, that's what we're waiting to see. All right?